Hello, I'm Alan, and welcome to Library Friday. This is a segment we do to dip into our library wines and just see how things are going. And today's wine is a 2011 Pinot Noir from the Floodgate vineyard. And if you're familiar with our wines, you might know this vineyard as Starscape, since it was sold in 2013 and renamed. 2011, it was an interesting, very kind of a difficult, cold growing season. But for Pinot Noir, I feel like some great wines came out of the Russian River Valley. I think we had a cold summer, and then we got early rains. So the critics were eager to kind of jump on this and kind of pan the vintage. But I think many of them are changing their tune now as they look back and see kind of how these wines have come together and matured. And we've got a house finch that's accompanying me here. I hope you can hear me. But yes, so this wine is really, in the last couple of years, I haven't updated my notes in probably 2 years and it seems like this wine has definitely shifted to the earthy side of the Pinot spectrum, and wonderfully so, actually. You know, what was really black cherry and blueberry in a young wine has shifted to this really rich caramel, sarsaparilla, I don't even know how to say that properly, but that kind of root beer aroma, some rose petal, and a really wonderful kind of blanket of dried fall leaves that kind of hovers in the background, which I love in Pinot that's had a little time in bottle. But I can compare this to, like, in a young Pinot in particular, I feel like it's a bit of a cacophony of individual voices kind of vying for your attention, where something that's had time to age and has really come together beautifully, like this wine. It's more like a well-conducted choir. Everything's in the right place. So this is really, aromatically, it's in a lovely spot right now. Let's see what it's doing on the palate. It's more of that harmony, less of those individual components sticking out at you, but really, boy, there's kind of an impression of a baked cherry pie that's absolutely gorgeous, but it's still really light and kind of dances across your tongue. And surprisingly, the finish, I mean, this is a 10-year-old wine, basically, and the finish, getting those aromatics, you'd think it would be a little more kind of weighty, but it's really light, lively, still mouth-watering. So basically, this proves the critics wrong, who oftentimes they will give up on a California Pinot Noir after about 5 years in the bottle. But this proves that with grapefruit and a light touch in the winery, you really can produce very long-lived wines from this neck of the woods. And I got to say, this is I'm super excited that this is doing so well. For those of you who are into the details, this is 3 clones, 667, 777, and Pomard. Probably about 5 different fermentations from around the vineyard. And you can get this wine on cartographwines.com or stop into the tasting room on, what is it, April 16th, and we will have this wine open for you to taste. Yeah, and I think the 2 pairings that we have on the website, if you want to look it up, whether it's this wine or any other beautifully aged Pinot, they're 2 great recipes. One is a grilled salmon and a pork tenderloin with balsamic cherry sauce, which is cranberry sauce, sorry. They're both perfect matches, and they will really reward you with lovely combinations of flavors for a wine that's got time to lose some of that primary fruit characteristic and really just meld together and just sing Pinot. Cheers.